What's going on, everybody? Welcome. Oh, let me just put away my secret stuff here before I get too into this. Welcome to another episode of, I almost said Moosemilk Media. It's just weird because I don't even say that part. Welcome to another episode of WIP Wednesday Live. This is my weekly show where I do live customizing and talk to friends in the community. So if you haven't already, please do the usual, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't, and type something into the chat to say hello, let us know you're here. It's always nice getting to chat with everybody here. So yeah, fuck yeah, man. I'm ready to do this. Let's fucking get this shit going. Starting off with housekeeping. So last week, if you haven't checked out last week's episode, I did some sculpting on... What did I do sculpting on? Gambit, I think it was last week. Yeah, I think it was Gambit. And Gambit is now on a board, ready to be painted. So that'll be starting when I get back from vacation next week. So yeah. But this week's going to be a fun one because I have my friend here. So I'm sure some of you guys have seen me and Ryan together. We've been friends in real life for a long time. We went to college together. We worked together for a long time. And then when I actually moved out to British Columbia from Ontario, he actually drove with me all the way, which was very, very fun. So 2 years ago, we started doing a podcast started on Friday nights, but now it kind of jumps between Saturdays and Sundays, called Moosemilk Media. Say hello to my friend Ryenn, aka Tommy Donuts and the Pants Dance Trio.
What's up, buddy?
How you doing, man? How's it going?
They do call me Tony Donuts. I didn't know.
I know.
It was secret, but you got it.
I have an inside man working on the inside.
Yeah, my dog.
Your dog. Finnegan's like
whispering you secrets. Yeah, no, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Yeah. It's so exciting to finally have you on. We've talked about this. So for the backstory, for anybody who doesn't know, Ryan works midnight shifts. So generally speaking, when I'm WIP Wednesdaying, he is working. So this doesn't usually happen, but this week he happens to be on vacation. So yeah, so I asked him if he would be if you want to join me, and yeah, we've kind of been planning this for like, I don't know, a month or something like that.
Yeah, since
it's been a minute.
October for sure.
Yeah. So
yeah,
excited that we're finally here. Happy we're finally here. And these worlds are colliding because a lot of the names in here I don't really see over on our Instagram weekly show. So yeah. I figured this would be a good chance for people to get a feel for what that might be like, except it's, we'll be working on shit as well. So for anybody who doesn't know here, why don't you just give everyone a quick rundown of who you are, what you do, and what you are doing tonight?
Yeah, no.
And your feelings on the Sugarloaf Inn, please.
Yeah, Sugarloaf Inn. It was a remarkable stay. I liked the name of their street.
The beds were soft.
The beds were soft. Yeah, no. It's an inside reference for when we drove out to Vancouver. Yeah, no. I'm Ryan. I do the Moosemilk podcast, obviously, weekly with Matt. I started this kind of as just a way to keep in touch with my best friend that lives across the country, but also we have a lot of similar tastes, and yeah, we kind of align on a lot of our interests with music and movies and film and everything. My dog's gonna bark. I apologize, but yeah, no. So I started that, and now we're like 2 years in. So
it's crazy, man. We were talking about that the other day. How it's like how quickly that's come. It doesn't even feel like it's been that long. No, but you're like, man, we're coming up on 2 years. I'm like, we are?
Holy God. I mean, 2 years in January. We got 88 episodes in. And that's crazy. Yeah, no, so we do that weekly. I mean, I do some Lego streams on the side. I've been kind of dabbling with video game streams and stuff like that. But yeah, that's mostly it. Just like nerd culture stuff. I built a lot of Lego, as you can see behind me.
Yes, you have.
And,
Here, hang on. Let me give you the screen.
Oh, look at that. Yeah,
Look at
so
that.
you know,
Fancy.
you got the middle, you got the Daily Bugle, you got the
That's so
Batmobile
cool.
from the new Batman, you got you know, the Friends set, you got the Seinfeld set on there, you got the Horizon Zero Dawn tall neck. So, you know, just dabbling away. And tonight I'll be doing the Batwing from Batman 1989.
Hell yeah.
It won't finish tonight, but it'll take me probably 12, 13 hours. But I'll start it here, and then I'll continue streaming it on my own channel at Moosemilk Media on Instagram.
So, guys, if you aren't following at Moosemilk Media on Instagram, please give us a hand and help us out. We're trying to grow that channel on here on Instagram and on YouTube as well. I think Ryenn was talking about possibly moving Moosemilk podcast over to something similar to this, like we do here every week on YouTube.
Yeah, I think it's just a better look. I mean, it looks way more fancy. Instagram is notoriously glitchy, and we've had a lot of technical issues with it. And as much as like I want to continue growing that, it's really hard to do with the Instagram tool set. So we're at about 161, I think, followers there, which is good. I want to hit 200 by January, so I'm kind of trying to still push that, but also I think it's time to move over to YouTube, probably.
So help out, guys. There's the handle right there on the bottom. You can't see my mouse moving, but I can.
Yeah, YouTube made it really easy to follow the channels now, so you can just go youtube.com/@Moosemilk Media, and it'll bring you right to the channel.
Boo, yeah. I'm going to say hi to everybody in the chat.
Hell
Jordan
yeah,
from Canada with his coffee crisp picture on the I fucking love it.
That's great.
Says Matthew, wish I could watch live, but I gotta head to bed. Always great energy here. Have a good show. Thanks, man. We miss you when you're not here.
Thanks, Jordan.
Darth Gutierrez. Hey man, what's going on? Thanks for coming back. Nice to see you here again. Marcus Yee, hola. Hello, my friends. Nice to see you. Marcus says, good news. I gave my friend the custom figure and she loved it. She also showed her other friends and she told me they thought it was cool. Hey, that's awesome, man. That's the one with the tattoos, I think, that you sent me, right? That's cool, man. That turned out really great. Looks good. Nike Boy J says, what's up? Hey,
what up, Nike Boy?
Says greatest introduction of all time. Dan's here. Hey, Dan.
Yeah, what's up, Dan?
Man? And Tony Donuts is a dope name, says Marcus E.
I just love donuts, so I guess that's where it comes from. I could eat donuts all fucking day, man. It's my only like sweet food that like I fucking obsessed with.
I like donuts, but after doing them like I have been, I'm kind of over them. So
yeah, well, that's anything. You work at McDonald's, you're gonna hate McDonald's food too. You know?
It's funny. I never liked Burger King until I worked at Burger King, and then now to this day I still like Burger King.
Burger King's like my least favorite fast food.
It's pretty good. Their fries aren't good though. No, tonight I'm gonna be working on a couple things. I pieced together. This is my last commission of. I'm gonna bring in my other camera here, and I'm gonna bring in your camera too. Look at this. We're fancy. Oh no, your body's discombobulated.
There
we go.
Yes. if I could only shrink down to make it work, I wish I could. It'd be so good.
That's funny. So yeah, today was my first day of vacation, and I prepped this figure. This is going to be a Warbird. It's my last commission of 2022, and I'm pretty excited to work on it. I'm going to work on her mostly tonight, but I also pieced together all my stuff for this Age of Apocalypse Banshee I'm going to do, which is going to be just kind of like a really easy custom. I'm just going to basically like fill in the peg holes and like just minor painting because his costume's mostly black, just with a big yellow stripe on him. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to work on tonight. And then I also got in some cool stuff I'm pretty excited about. Hang on, let's get my comments back up. I also got in this, which I'm going to open probably before I start. This is the Amazon Gore, the God Butcher figure that came out. It's just shipping right now. And the more exciting pack I got is this fucking beast of a box from my buddy Josh Draven Arts on Instagram. He sent me a Mojo figure, 2 Macho Man figures. He sent me a Star Wars figure, and then he 3D printed for me a drum set for my Travis Barker figure that I'm making, and some amps and stuff like that. I'm Batman. That's cool. I'm Batman. Oh, Neil's here. Hey man, what's up, man? That's who I'm making the Warbird figure for. So I didn't send you a picture yet, man, but I prepped her today, so she's ready to rock. So I'm gonna start working on her tonight.
She's a butte clock.
Sotown Paint Apps, what's up, brothers? How's it going, man? Oh boy, here we go. Mikey Wojciech says, thoughts on bacon?
Oh, sweet Jesus.
That was so fucking funny, man. Oh my god.
Go listen to episode 88 of the Moosemilk podcast if you want to know. Listen to a great bacon debate.
That's so funny. Okay, I'm not gonna actually open Gore, I don't think. Maybe I'll just take him out of his shipper box. Because I want to do some customizing. But I also want to open this stuff from Draven because I want to see the drum kit he printed for me. Ooh la la. It's Gore.
He does look pretty sweet.
He's pretty nice.
Too bad he was so underutilized in the movie.
True. He could have been wonderful. Okay, I want to see this one. I want to see... I'm curious to see how he... the printed drum set and stuff. So basically I bought a drum set file from him, like or it's not from him, like from someone online, and then I sent it to him and he printed it for me.
Yep.
That's crazy that you can do that now. You find something you like and you're like, oh, I'm just gonna buy this file and then have someone print it for me.
Technology is weird.
It's fucking awesome. I love it. Is there actually something in here? Oh, it looks like there is something in here.
See, I wish I had the money to just get toys all the time because it's so fun just unboxing something new.
Yeah.
That's my favorite part.
Oh, cool. These look like mic stands. So yeah, basically when I make my Blink 182 figures next, I'm gonna be doing like a little stage diorama for them too. Oh, those are hi-hat stands.
I like that.
This is a microphone stand. Oh, those are really thin though. Have to see if I can salvage some of the. Oh, that just broke.
Not salvaging that.
Not salvaging that. I might have to figure out some solutions there. But he told me that some of these, like the symbols, look at how the symbols printed. They're like,
oh yeah.
I was like, I understand. There's not much you can do when they're like that thin, you know?
Yeah. And it would look weird if it was like a super thick to make it like.
Yeah. Oh, microphone in here. Kick pedal, looks like, for the drums. That's cool. Smart way to pack all that shit up. This looks like kick drum. So yeah, I'm pretty excited to do those Blink figures, man.
Yeah, I can't wait to see when they're done.
Me too. I saw right before I went live that the guy who's doing, the guy who did the head sculpts for me.
Yeah.
I asked him if he could resize them because the ones I bought from him already are just a bit too big.
Yeah, you're saying that, yeah.
Yeah, so he's gonna redo them for me. And yeah, I'm excited. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Kick drum.
I dig it, man. I dig it.
The leg fell off, but it's pretty dope.
Fixable?
Well, I think all of this stuff is like just having the shell of it as a whole works. I think I could probably fix a lot of the minor things.
Cool.
That are broken. I don't know. The mic stands might not be worth trying to fix. That's cool. Little snare drum.
Yeah, I dig that, man. It looks good. It looks really good.
Yeah, it does. What's this? Oh, that's all Macho Man stuff. We'll look at those in a minute.
I've watched so much wrestling in the last 2 weeks, man.
Yeah, you did.
Bad.
Forearms. I think you're referring to your camera setup.
I look like Goro from Mortal Kombat.
Dan says That's a good hand job camera view.
Yeah, that's why I got it. When I go to OnlyFans, it'll be perfect.
Oh, Quebec Diorama in the house. What up, man? How's it going? Nike Boy says that Batwing is gonna look so sick when it's done.
Yeah, the problem is I'm running out of room already. Like,
yeah,
it's gonna take up 2 shelves. And
welcome to the life of a collector.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's not good. Marcus Yee says, "Who made that Mark Hoppus head sculpt again? Forgot to check them out last time. It's Cranium Kicker Customs or Cranium Kicker Creations or something. I don't know. If you search for Cranium Kicker on Instagram, they're around. There's the tail for Mojo. Jeez. I got a huge Mojo figure.
Well, I can tell it's huge because the tail's massive.
It's crazy. There's got to be more drums in here. We're gonna just push this stuff aside so I can just get the rest of this box open before I start my customizing.
I'm already plugging away here, so
that's good. Yeah. I got some boobs.
Weird. Dig it.
I'm excited for this figure. Do you remember Mojo? You know who Mojo is, right?
Yeah.
Fucking A. All right, what else do we got in here? Let's see. Let's get the rest of the drums first before I get to Mojo. So, we were talking last week on the podcast about, I can't remember how we got into it, but about Top Gun Maverick.
Yes, sir.
And since we aren't going to have a show this week, I thought it would be funny to discuss it. Uh-oh.
Did you watch it?
No, I didn't watch it, but I was laughing at the way you were describing it and what you were saying about it.
So to be completely transparent, I've never seen the original Top Gun, so I have no nostalgia for the property in any way. I was gonna watch it. It's not on any streaming service, so I was like, screw it. I'm not paying $7 to watch Top Gun. I don't even care about Top Gun. Maverick's fine. I don't think it's revolutionary. Everybody's making it seem like this is the best movie of 2022, and I'm like,
sure,
it's an action flick. It's forgettable in my opinion. I enjoyed my time with it, but I'd never watch it again.
Right.
It's basically if you combined military, piloty Air Force movie with Mission Impossible. It's a Tom Cruise Mission Impossible movie, but he's not Ethan Hunt. He's fighter jet guy. That's it. That's the movie. I mean,
fighter jet Tom.
Yeah, I mean, it's fun, but I would recommend everybody give it a shot. Maybe you'll like it more than I did, but for me, it didn't do anything where I was like, whoa, this is a must see.
Right.
So I don't know, but it was fine. I enjoyed it. It's a couple hours of time that it I'm not disappointed I spent with it.
Cool. That's dope.
So I mean, I don't know if you need to see I didn't see the original and I was fine with it. So
yeah, I probably. Yeah, I don't know. Like we were saying, I was saying to you yesterday, I haven't even seen Mission Impossible, so
yeah, which is crazy to me. None of them,
because I'm not really a big action movie guy.
I know, but they were such 1996 when the first one came out. It was the big action flick,
Yeah. So I got some speakers for my stage when I do my stage. Some stacks.
That's sweet.
Yeah, man. I got to put a little screen on the front, but that's okay.
This is gonna need an entire shelf to itself.
Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna make a life-size stage because I don't not a life-size, but to scale with the figures because I don't want to have all that unnecessary room. I'm gonna basically do 2 stacks, a stack of speakers on each side, and then raised up, I'm gonna have the drum set higher, and Travis will sit higher than the 2 amps, and I'll put Mark and Tom in front of them with the microphone stands.
Right.
And then I will do a flame. I'm gonna do an LED flaming fuck sign.
That's sweet.
Remember? Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember. That's dope.
Yes. So that's the hope. That's the That's the goal. So these are dope. Thanks, Draven. I know you're probably not watching, but if you somehow are or whatever, thanks. Thanks for doing these for me. And if
Thank you,
anybody
boy,
needs
Jay.
shit printed, if anyone needs anything printed, go see Draven Arts. He's a good man.
Nike Boys saying, don't forget the sexy beach scene. Yes, I did. There's a very erotic beach scene in that movie where it's just a bunch of shirtless men, just sweaty, just diving around in the sand. And I'm like, wow, this is just completely unnecessary, but all right. I'm down with it. Whatever. They're good looking, better looking than me. So, hey.
That's too funny. Yeah. Well, I mean, it is Tom Cruise, so what do you expect?
No, totally. I mean, it's got to be.
Cool. This is a cool little drum set too. You did a good job on these.
This thing's going to be massive. Look how long this is.
Holy shit. Is that the middle part?
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's fucking huge. So where are you going to put that? You have to hang it or something.
It's going to take 2 shelves. I'm going to have to put it somewhere at the top, or I'm going to have
You should hang it. You should hang it over your thing. You should get some fishing wire and hang it.
I just don't trust my house to hold anything up.
To hold anything up.
Like, I'm amazed the walls are still standing.
Look at this. They made a figure of me finally.
That's great.
Where's my custom by Matchu head? I need a. Where's my? I wanna. Great.
Oh, Matt is pregnant.
It's great. That's fun. I like that. All right, what else we got in here? There's a bunch of fun pieces in here. This is the back piece, which maybe I need the other part first. This is the part I need for that. Got any other plans for the rest of your vacation this week?
I started God of War Ragnarok last night.
Oh yeah, tell me about that. You were pretty excited about that. I noticed you had a little filter thing going on there with your.
Yeah, well, I was just trying to be funny, but no, it's great. God of War Ragnarok is a sequel to God of War 2018, which is kind of a sequel / a reimagining of the God of War franchise.
Nice.
Was on PS2, and so this is kind of like the 6th game, but also the 2nd game. And yeah, it's great. It's all fucking called. It's called Ragnarok, and obviously it's about Ragnarok and everything like that. But their version
like Thor Ragnarok, like
yeah, exactly. But it's
I
very
was being a smart ass. But
no, it's that's the universe it's in.
Okay.
So like basically like the whole premise of God of War is basically Kratos is the God of War and basically like kills all the other gods. In this franchise, he's now moved to like Norse mythology, so he's battling like Thor and all these Norse figures. But yeah, so like this game takes place when Ragnarok's coming, and so he's kind of trying to survive Ragnarok or delay Ragnarok, but also he's got he's got Thor chasing him. So
interesting.
It's very unlike the MCU Thor. Like Thor is like a big fat dude, basically.
Like this?
A little bit, yeah. Just less like gray or whatever, but
yeah, jaundicey looking.
Yeah. But no, it's great so far. I'm like 6 hours in. It came out last night, and
nice,
for a little, and yeah, it was fun.
Nice, that's awesome. You said you did stream last night? Oh,
yeah.
You said, didn't I read that your audio or something didn't work?
Yeah, for some reason, whenever I stream on PS5, my mic audio does not work. I don't know what it is. I don't know what setting I need to fix. Every time I think I fixed it, it goes back to whatever setting it was before.
Oh, well, that's irritating.
Yeah, so there's none of my audio on it, but you can listen to the game audio and
that works, I suppose. Better than nothing, right?
90 minutes of the game. So if you're interested, go check that out.
Check it out. Check it out. This is me getting ready to check it out. Yeah.
Check it out.
Check it out. Why
But
is
yeah,
this
no.
been that long?
So that's probably what I'll do the rest of my vacation. Really is
Just play that and get
finish-
caught up on it.
finish that off, and
Will you finish that in a week? Yeah.
I don't know. It'll be close. I'm obviously going to see Black Panther Friday.
Oh yeah, I wish I was seeing Black Panther.
So that's going to take a little time away. I've got football on Sunday, so I don't know if I'll finish it for sure by Monday, but I'll get a good 20 hours in.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's dope. I have a week coming up in the next couple weeks, and I'm pretty excited about it. I'm gonna try to get a bunch of customizing done, and I'm gonna add all my new figures into my display before it gets out of control again.
Oh, it's going to be out of control.
It already is. There's
Yeah.
like I have like
you're going to have to redo that whole shelf again.
I think there's already 30 more to add in since I started. I mean, some of them have been compiling since I finished the shelf. Some of them has been like, since August, right? But
yeah, no, totally. Well, it took you months to
do it, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's crazy.
Mojo. I like it.
Yeah,
Quebec Diorama says diorama stage would be cool. Yeah, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna give it my chance. Southtown Paint Amp says, damn, those guitar amps look sick. Yeah, they're sweet, eh? I bought the file off CGI Trader or something like that. I think is what it's called. So Quebec Diorama says Thor is a fucking badass in that game.
Yeah, there's an open. I'm not going to spoil any part of the game, but there's an opening battle in that game where you fight, and it's really, really, really awesome.
Nice.
Yeah. The game is stunningly gorgeous too. Anyway,
is it? Yeah. I remember watching you play the last one when I was down one of the last times.
Yeah.
And it looked really cool. So I got this for parts because it was cheap on Amazon. So I have my buddy, what we do is like, he'll start buying shit for me and then just like sit on it for like a couple months and wait for like a good amount to be there, and then he ships it to me.
Right.
So he finds stuff for me that I usually can't find here. So
yeah, that's the bummer about being in Canada is we have such a lack of selection.
We've gotten way better though.
Oh,
in this,
for sure.
In this category anyway.
I'd say in every category, like we're definitely becoming more Americanized, where we have way more products than we need. But
yeah,
there's still so many things that I'm like, oh, you can't get that here.
Check this out.
Oh, that's dope too.
Ooh, yeah,
that's great, man.
I bought them because I want to make a set of rockers. Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty.
Right. No, that's awesome.
They kind of have like the frilly pants.
I really fucked you over with suggestions for getting these things.
No, that's okay though. I have no hard feelings because I love them. So
I know
they're pretty fun.
They are fun. That's for sure.
I don't know. He might be too thick to be.
He's a
Michaels or Jannetty. I'll have to compare him to my Shawn Michaels figure I do have, who is at work, not at home.
Shame.
But yeah, these will be my first. If I do them, these will be my first WWE like full custom figures. Like I've done some like kit bashing and stuff, but these will be my first full like customs. Because I'll have to like actually like do all the prep and shit on them.
Sure.
Cool. These would be fun. Ooh yeah. Here's all his parts. Ready for parts? Here we go.
Holy cow.
Don't want to lose anything.
No.
He has an NWO shirt. Maybe he doesn't have an NWO shirt. Oh, that's his NWO shirt. He has the Madness bandana. And the cool sunglasses.
That's sweet.
I dig it.
We're so nostalgic for late 90s wrestling. It's so bizarre.
Bonesaw. Oh yeah.
Bonesaw's ready.
You ain't going anywhere.
That's the worst part of that movie, but also the best part of that movie.
I love it. Love it. Let's see. There's got to be a good. They're like an angry head. Look at this one.
Oh, that's great.
Ooh, yeah, that's pretty fun.
Nike boy, I want to get back into playing games, but I broke my last controller because I died in Minecraft. The rage is real, man.
Yes, I do remember that being something about video games that brought out an ugly side of me.
Yeah, oh, yeah, it's all the time. You can't help it.
That's funny. Man, it's supposed to be so cold in Banff. It's supposed to be like negative 20 degrees one day.
Yeah, it dipped pretty bad here. It was really nice. It was like high 60s for most of the last like couple weeks, and it's supposed to drop to like I think freezing today or tomorrow. I'm not excited about it.
Yeah. You still bike? Do you bike in the winter to work or no?
Yeah, buddy.
Damn, son. It's commitment.
Well, I can't levitate there, so gotta get there somehow, brother.
I get it. Cool.
I can get a ride some days. But...
Yeah. What am I looking for? Is this the smiley head? Yeah, I like the smiley head. There we go. Oh yeah,
that's dope, man. I can't wait till you have a full wrestling shelf of just everything.
I have a good amount. I just haven't been able to put them up yet. I haven't had time, but I'm going to the week after I get back from vacation.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay late at work 2 nights and just put everything up. So
you should. That'd be great.
Yeah, gotta get it done.
You can have a full-on Royal Rumble at work.
Yeah, there's a lot. So I have a classic Hulk Hogan, a classic Macho Man. I have a Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels. I have a DX Triple H, a DX Road Dogg, Billy Gunn, and X-Pac, and Chyna. I have British Bulldog. I have Undertaker and Kane, and I think that's it.
That's crazy though. That's a lot.
It's a lot for not even having them on display yet.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a bit ridiculous, actually. But
such a shame that like half the people you mentioned are dead. But you know, it's true. I was watching like late '90s pay-per-view, and like it was like I think it was Chris Benoit, Eddie Guerrero, Chyna, and somebody else, and I'm like, oh my god, everybody here's dead.
It's crazy. I don't think Chyna's dead. Chyna's still alive.
She's definitely not.
She's not?
No.
Oh shit. I don't think I knew that. Damn, when did that happen?
I think like 2008, 10, something like that, like a long time ago. I'm almost I chat, help me out. I'm almost positive. I could be wrong, but I'm almost positive she's been dead for like a decade.
Dan says, "Oh my God, Randy Savage! Please say he has a Wolfpack shirt." He doesn't. He has the Madness shirt. Oops, what did I drop? He has the Madness shirt, and he has this like Randy Savage behind bars shirt or something. I don't know. It's pretty cool. Like I said, I bought them to make a set of rockers, but I don't know if this is going to work for I don't know if this is going to work for what I was thinking it was going to work for. Might not.
I have faith in you.
Thanks, man.
You're welcome.
That's nice of you. Okay, I'm going to start sculpting. Let's get some sculpt on. Let's do something easy first. No, that's boring. Let's do something fun first.
This thing's gonna be massive, man. I can already feel it.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Yeah, that looks ridiculous.
This is gonna be bad news bears. It's gonna take up my entire house.
Are you excited for Black Panther?
I am. I was gonna ask you the same thing. What your hype level was? I watched Black Panther 2, or the original Black Panther,
the first one,
like 2 nights ago, and it was really good. I actually really enjoyed it this time for some reason, and way more than I ever have before.
Yeah, I know you never have been a huge fan of it, so
No, I always thought it was like one of the worst MCU movies outside of like Thor and Thor 2,
or two.
But no, I actually really enjoyed it this time. I don't know what changed, but it was great. And then we got Chad. Nike boy, it's been about 70 years since she died. China passed in 2016. China dead as disco.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
I think this is Quebec Diorama's giving us the date. April 17th, 2016. There you go. Southtown Paint Out says China passed 2016. China's dead as disco.
That's great. I mean, not great for her, but
yeah, not good for her. That's crazy, man. Yeah, a lot of wrestlers died from that era.
But you got to think, like, A, they're doing probably a mountain load of drugs.
Yeah, for sure.
Hard partying, hard drinking, like whatever. And then B, the amount of damage they do to their bodies and brains.
Totally,
and stuff like
that
like,
part for sure.
They're doing headbutts. They're, diving off top ropes head first, like chair shots, all that stuff. Like, yeah, it's going to mess you up. Look at football. Same thing.
True that. That is very true.
It's a shame, but it kind of comes with the territory.
Yeah, I guess. It's fair enough. That's a good point. All right, I'm gonna mix up some epoxy sculpt. This figure that I'm working on, this one here, is gonna be an interesting one.
And why is that?
Because it's got a lot of components on it that are like pretty they're pretty abnormal for. So this is the character.
Okay.
And so like this hair thing in the back here has to be really light, because if not, it's going to make her want to fall back all the time because it'll be really heavy. Yeah. Because I have to sculpt it.
Yep.
And she's got these like floating boot things that go, I don't know, I don't really understand them, but it's hard to like put something like that over a point of articulation and still have it function. So
sure.
That's tricky. And then these cape things, these string things will be interesting as well. So
it's pretty elaborate.
It is very elaborate, yeah.
But it looks really cool.
But I have to make her boobs bigger because
always
they're too small here.
Get a look at those warlocks. Let's make a move.
I should give her. This is the addition she gets. She gets the madness.
That's great. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. So, so we're not going to be doing a show on Sunday because I'll be away, which is a bummer.
I would have loved to do Black Panther this weekend, but
yeah, me too. Well, feel bad for me. I don't even get to see Black Panther until Tuesday.
Yeah, but you're a fancy boy and you get to do fancy things, and
I do get to do fancy things.
I'm jealous of that, so we're both jealous.
That's fair. Thanks.
I'd like to be going away right now.
Well, it's funny because you would think I'd want to go somewhere warm because it's getting cold, but it's quite the opposite in this situation.
Yeah, you're going colder.
I'm going colder.
It's like going to fucking Alaska in the middle of winter.
Yeah, exactly. You know what screams nice and get away from the winter? Going to Alaska.
Yeah, sure.
Going to Banff.
But it'll be beautiful because there'll be snow and shit there, and it'll be really nice. But
it's supposed to be sunny too, which is good.
Yeah, yeah. As long as you don't get murdered by ghosts, then you're good.
I hope so. My mom was like, "Why are you guys staying at a haunted hotel?" I'm like, "I don't know, because Kate wanted to." And
which seems like something Kate wouldn't want to do.
Yeah, it's like she's like, it's world renowned, and I'm like, yeah, because it's haunted. That's why it's world renowned. It's not world renowned because it's a cool hotel. It's world renowned.
Well, it looks beautiful.
Like, it is. It's a fancy hotel.
Yeah, it looks.
I think it's the most expensive hotel in Banff. I'm pretty sure, or one of them.
Yeah, I mean it's gorgeous, but the haunting aspect. I mean, like, it's a risk.
Surprises me that she's on board. If I'm being honest.
Yeah, well,
I need to go get some water. You can just talk to people by yourself here. I can still actually technically talk, but
Sunday is completely ruined for me now, says Nike Boy J. Yeah, no, I apologize. We will catch up with Black Panther. It'll be the Sunday after, so what are we at? 10th, 11th.
It's the 20th.
20th, yes. So we'll be back on the 20th. We'll do Black Panther. The following week, I think we're gonna do the Andor finale.
Yep.
And then the following week we'll do the Handmaid's season 5 discussion or whatever. And then we made a promise on episode 88 that we will do Avatar and Avatar 2 if Avatar 2 gets good ratings. So,
if Avatar 2 gets good ratings.
Yeah.
If.
So that's the plan for like the next month of the podcast.
That should be good.
Yeah, I'm excited
to it. Morning Wolf's here. Hey man, what's up? That Warbird looks like such a fun challenge. Excited to see what you turn out. What's your plan for the hair? So I've been thinking about it. Originally, I was gonna do a base of like compressed aluminum foil because it's really, really light. But I was thinking, what could I go like? How could I make it lighter? So I decided I'm gonna get that like foam in a can. You know, there's like that canned foam or whatever.
Okay.
So I'm gonna make a strip of that and then like shape it with my Dremel and then sculpt on top of it so it's like really, really light. So that's the. But yeah, I'll have to keep my sculpt on top like super fucking light because if not, she's gonna want to fall back all the time because heavy.
Yeah.
Can't be heavy.
Can't be heavy.
What hotel are you staying at? Says Nike Boy J. You should look it up because you're into horror stuff. It is the what is it again, Ryan? Do you remember?
My memory is worse than yours. You think I remember what hotel you're staying at?
Let me just look. Hang on.
There's days I don't even remember your name. I gotta look it up on Instagram. Oh, Matt. Yeah, right.
It's the Fairmont Springs in Banff. And it has lots of there's lots of history of ghosts. The Fairmont Springs in Banff.
Yeah, like there's apparently a room that got completely walled off because it was so notorious for hauntings that they just decided to like wall off the entire room, and it's not even like findable.
Yeah, exactly. It's not even, they like wiped it off the map, right?
Yeah, and like apparently there's like a woman that like walks the stairs or something like that.
Yeah, there's a lady who dances in the ballroom too, and I guess there's like a guy who like is like a janitor or something that like sweeps up around like the lobby.
I just saw that one too.
That. Yeah,
and like people have talked to him, and he's actually given them like directions and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't dig that. Don't talk to me.
Yeah, I don't want that part. I don't want that part. I hope that doesn't happen. So
and that terrifies me because I'm like, man, if I die and I have to work at Sobeys for the rest of my life, I'm gonna hang myself.
Southtown Paint App says Procreate for that area of her head, maybe. Yeah, so what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to roll out Procreate really, 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 really thin. And then I'm going to feather it like layer by layer to get it as absolutely thin as possible. So Neil says if you make her tits even bigger, it will keep heavy hair from tipping backwards. You're the customer, so...
That's great.
There you go. That's the one. Nike Boy says I just looked it up. What a beautiful hotel. It's room 837 if you want to go there. Yeah. I'm sure my wife requested room 857 or 37.
It's like I guess like the hallway just goes from like 833 to like 839 or whatever the hell it would
totally
be.
Jumps over
it just jumps over it, and people are like, we assume it's here, and like I guess if you knock on certain parts of the wall, you can hear like a hollow.
Yeah,
part.
like a hollow. Yeah.
But like, I don't know. Maybe it's just all fucking rumor.
Yeah, I guess. Well, I'll let you know soon.
Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about it on the podcast, 100%.
Yeah.
So if you see some shit, oh, I'm gonna be stoked.
You're gonna be stoked if I see some shit?
Hell yeah! You know me.
I mean, I hope I have mixed feelings. Like I believe in ghosts, so like
I don't at all.
I know you don't.
And that's why
yeah, it's not like I'm necessarily afraid unless they are making me afraid. Like I guess half the battle is knowing that I feel like they actually are real. So
sure.
I don't know. Feel like a pervert for just like making boobs. Yeah.
You are.
I don't usually do this. I'm usually content with Hasbro. But lately they've been sizing down their characters. So, and this character is pretty chesty. So
pretty chesty.
Pretty chesty.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's
I think I've only done boobs on a figure like twice maybe. I remember the first time I did it, they were so bad. They were like misshapen and like.
You ever just grab a boob and it feels like a bag of sand?
Bag of sand? Bag of sand.
What are you talking about?
Oh, I went and saw. I know this isn't your cup of tea, but I went and saw Lizzo the other night at Rogers Arena.
I saw your wife's pictures.
Man, she was really fucking good. Like, she's not really my jam too much, but
I had never heard of her until you told me you were going to see Lizzo.
Oh, really?
I have no idea who that is. I didn't know anything about her, and
she's pretty popular.
Yeah, that doesn't help me.
No, I know.
The last time I listened to it,
you're not a guy who really has his finger on the pulse of modern trendy music.
I couldn't even name you a Taylor Swift song. I think she's the most popular artist in the world.
Oh man, her new album is actually pretty good, and her first single from it, they just put out a version with bleachers. Like
I got the notification on Spotify
catchy,
that
dude.
Was like, oh, Bleachers put out a new song, and I was all excited, and I was like, it's with Taylor Swift, and I was like,
Taylor Swift. Well, because you know Jack. I don't know. Do you know that Jack is like a pretty big part of Taylor's like writing team and stuff?
Right. I've heard that he writes a lot of her material. Yes.
Yeah. So
which made me respect her much less.
Much less, really?
Yeah, that she's just got a crew of people writing for her. Like,
well, I think a lot of musicians have that.
I don't like it.
That's fair. I'm not a huge Taylor Swift fan, at least not yet, but I will say her new album is very catchy. So.
I couldn't name you a single song by her, so I probably have heard her stuff in the past, I'm sure.
Yeah, you probably have. You probably just heard it, like, even just from work, like the radio and stuff.
Always have headphones on.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't listen to stuff at work. I would not be still at the job I'm at. I would have gone crazy.
That's funny. So me and Ryan met. Did we meet at? We met at work, right? And then we found out that we went to school together. Is that what happened?
That is true. That is exactly right. See, you do have a memory.
See, it's not. Yeah, no. That was when I wasn't smoking as much weed. That's probably why I remember.
Yeah, that's true. It was before the weed fog.
It was before the weedness. Yeah.
Yeah, we met at work, and then we realized we went to school together. We never really hung out at school or anything, but
yeah, and only if we saw each other, we'd
we'd say hello.
Yeah.
But and you were playing in bands and stuff like that, so that got me stoked. So I started tagging along with you to a lot of that kind of stuff. And,
yes, you did.
And we just
I recall
fell in love over music.
We did fall in love. Yeah. It's mostly your eyes, but
yeah, so it's my hands. Yeah, well, both are great.
Marcus, you ever just grab a boob?
That's true.
It's funny. What else?
I'm slowly plugging this away. This is getting so long. This is gonna be insane.
Do you have any more kits, like Lego kits that you still have to put together? Like, do you have more like kind of? That's the last one, eh?
Then I want to buy the new Hulkbuster really bad.
I know it's so expensive though, isn't it?
$700.
That's pricey.
It is beautiful.
It looks great though. It does look really good.
It looks so good. If anybody has a hookup at Lego that can get me that for a reasonable price, that's not $700.
$700 is a lot of money.
I would be forever grateful because I'd have a very hard time spending $700 on a Lego.
Yeah, that's a lot of money. The thing is, it's like it seems like it's huge. It's got to be pretty big for that price, no?
It does look massive. I don't know how. I didn't look at the dimensions on it, but
like it can't be in scale with a minifigure because that would be. I mean, it would be big, but it wouldn't be $700 big. The Home Alone house was only like $400.
Dude, like, have you seen some of the Star Wars ships? Like,
yeah, like the Millennium Falcon and stuff.
Yeah, my buddy Chris has, I think, 3 of them, and
that's crazy, man.
He has, I think. Okay, he has, I think, the Falcon, and I think he has what's the other one he has? I don't remember, but just the Millennium Falcon took up like an entire table. It's like literally like probably 3 feet long.
Have you ever seen there's a video of Harrison Ford being a total asshole, and it's like this guy is like fanboying out over meeting him or whatever, and
Right.
he's like, oh my god, would you sign my Lego Millennium Falcon? It took like X amount of months to build or whatever, and he's
Right.
like, it would mean so much to me. And you could just see Harrison Ford's like eyes just be like, right, like,
Yeah.
so he like goes to hand it to him, and when he grabs it, you can see it, like you can actually see it in Harrison's face. He like grabs it, he's like and he like throws it up and it just smashes everywhere.
Like, that makes me think that it was probably planned, like, but
I hope
that
it wasn't, because
like, I have nightmares about my shelf falling over
like
and all my Lego smashing.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, I gotta start looking into like a way to strap this thing to the wall, because I'm getting really worried that if this thing collapses, it's gonna be game over. I'll never rebuild it all.
Most of them
have
like most shelves you can buy nowadays have like a little attachment that you put on the back of it that you can strap to a wall, I think. Anyway,
these definitely won't. These are cheap.
They're just cheap. Yeah,
I would love like a nice cabinet like you got, but
I'd love to upgrade my cabinet personally, but
it's just money, man.
Yeah, I know. Mine's more just like, I don't want to do it until I like make another move.
Sure.
Because like when I invest next time, it's going to be like a big investment. Like it's not going to be like this time, like I think these ones cost me like, with shelves and with lights and everything, like custom lights and everything, I think it was like, how much was it? I think they were like $600 a cabinet or something like that.
That's a lot.
But the ones I want to do are like $4,000 for the set that I want.
No, sorry.
It's crazy.
That's not happening.
It will happen for me eventually, but
this entire thing behind me, I think, cost $150, and that was like,
yeah, but that works. That's the thing. I wouldn't do it if I couldn't afford to. I wouldn't put myself into a position where if I couldn't afford it, I wouldn't, right? But I can, so
yeah. You're the Prince of Vancouver. I understand.
The Prince. Thank you.
Fresh Prince.
I'm glad that you recognize me for what I am.
Always.
Did I tell you how much I feel like a gross pervert for just like fondling this chest for the last 15 minutes? Yeah.
See?
It's interesting.
I do that in my spare time off camera, so I mean...
You sculpt boobs and then fondle them?
Yeah, and I can't even sculpt. It's just little balls of Play-Doh, and I'm just like, oh, it's like a boob.
You got nipple Play-Doh. That's good.
Sure.
Marcus U says, I remember the RC Lego Batmobile, and it was $100. Kind of cool. Ryan just did not too long ago the Batman, Robert Pattinson Batman Lego Technic Batmobile, and it has like a light up engine, and it's pretty fucking cool.
Here we go.
Yeah, that's sick, man. That's so cool. That's not RC though, right? It doesn't have RC capability, does it?
No, but it lights up.
That's cool.
And back lights up. But yeah.
That's dope.
I like it. It's nice. I'm not huge on the Technique stuff.
Yeah. It's a little bit more of a complicated build, right?
It's more complicated, but it just wasn't as fun to build, honestly.
Yeah, that's fair.
I like the more just Lego-centric stuff, but...
I do too, personally.
If that falls, I'm going to cry.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, Lego's gotten so insanely expensive. It's so popular. It's probably never been more popular. And they're getting so many different IP now that it's probably what's costing them so much money is just buying the IP to do Lego sets like that.
Yep.
And so they're jacking up all the prices. And, you know, like, I know some of these high-end Star Wars ships that I was just talking about are in the, like, at least Canadian, in the range of about $1,000.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And to spend that on Lego, there's no way, you know. So
yeah, man, I understand completely. That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
I'm suffering trying to get these even, but her one boob is way smaller than the other one.
I've got the same problem.
That's funny. I knew this was going to be the part that I was going to put off the most because I was worried I wasn't going to be able to do a good job with it. So I'm like, I'm going to do this live because it's going to force my hand.
Yeah. Put you on the spot.
It's going to put me on the spot and make me do it. I also have to fix this leg. I accidentally Dremel too much off and it keeps falling off.
That's the worst. Oops. I hate when my legs fall off.
I know. You'd be a great custom figure.
The problem is like
your bits are nice and tight.
Well, that and you'd never put me down.
It's true.
You'd fondle me left and right.
Complete with pizza eating action.
Oh my god! Don't even get me started. I've eaten like a fucking slime dumpster fire this week. I gotta stop ordering out.
I can relate.
I just felt like, you know what? I'm not doing anything on this vacation. At least I can eat some food that I like.
I agree. I definitely agree with that.
Then I regretted it because I spent a lot of money on food, but whatever. You only live once. If I die at 40,
I was just gonna say that.
Then I die at 40.
If you make the wrong choices with your food, which is a potential option, then you don't have to worry about it because it'll do the work for you.
Exactly. God willing.
That's great. Trying to think. Are you excited to see how we finish Andor?
I am. I don't know where it's gonna go.
Me neither.
Like, without spoiling anything from today, there's 2 more episodes left, but I feel like a lot of the main plots kind of gotten resolved in the last episode.
Yeah.
And I'm very curious where they're going to go with 11. I assume 11 will be another setup episode.
Yeah, I think so too.
And then 12 will be a big finale of some sort to set up either whatever the next phase of this, season 2 is going to be or whatever. But I think it's great. But
do you think that he will be like committed to the rebellion by the time we get to the end of the this season?
No,
I don't either.
He's still all about himself.
It's just such a good slow burn. Like it's
excellent. Just the way that it's been laid out, the time that they spend building up characters, and like everybody is interesting. There's no character on the show that's like, get this person off screen.
I agree.
Yeah.
This boob is still too small. God damn it.
But no, I love today's episode, and like I hope that the soundtrack's available somewhere after the season because I haven't looked for it. It might be available now, but it's so good.
It is really good. I agree. As one of the first things I noticed when I was watching episode 1, I was like, man, this is a great soundtrack.
Yeah.
Again, it's just different for Star Wars. It's not your usual. So yeah, it's kind of nice.
It's different and it's great.
Yeah, it really is. It's been a really good one so far. So
yeah,
I'm excited to see where we finish off, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be disappointed to not have it for a bit.
Well, that's the problem, right? Is like Handmaid's Tale ended last night, Andor ends in 2 weeks. We don't really have. We have
to wait for Guardians, right? Guardians is the last thing for the year for us, right? Guardians holiday
November 23rd, I think.
Nice. I'll be on vacation that week, so yeah.
Yeah, we'll definitely talk about it on the pod, but
yeah,
that will be it. Like we don't have anything so far announced for December or January. Even I don't even know when the next show is.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I guess that's a good point. I don't know either.
I mean, they may announce it in the coming weeks and be like, "Oh yeah, end of December. Here's whatever Bleep Blop and his friends." But
Bleep Blop and his friends, my favorite show.
It's compelling.
It is very compelling. Compelling and rich.
I was doing that on Xbox yesterday. I was playing with my friend Brett, and his mic wasn't working, so I was going, Unique New York.
The Human Torch was denied a bank loan.
It's such a great movie. I still have never rewatched Anchorman 2 since theaters.
Oh, really? I rewatched it. It wasn't good. But there is still some stuff that's pretty funny to me. Like, there's definitely components of it's funny, but it's just like, it's in no way the same. So, like,
no.
It makes it, yeah, it's just pretty different from the first one. It loses all the magical shit from the first one, right? The first one's just so fun and clever and...
But that's all comedies that get sequels, right? Like, I know. There's never really been a great comedy sequel, in my opinion.
I guess that's true.
maybe Meet the Fockers.
Oh yeah, I guess that's a good one.
It's all right.
Yep, I agree. Meet the
Harold
Fockers is pretty funny.
Harold and Kumar 3 is a pretty good third movie.
The Christmas one?
Yeah, the Christmas one. The second one was sucked, but
I didn't like the second one, but the Christmas one I quite liked. Because remember, it's 3D, and he's like, "It's gonna be amazing." He's like, "Why are you doing that?"
Yeah, no, that movie was actually really funny. They're talking about doing a fourth one now.
Oh, that would be great. So,
yeah.
I gotta catch up on some of these comments. Marcus D says, "Never meet your heroes, or just Harrison Ford."
Yeah, it seems like everybody doesn't really like Harrison Ford, eh?
I've heard lots of bad things about Harrison Ford, particularly when it comes to Star Wars stuff.
Yeah.
He seems to be okay with Indiana Jones, though. But
yeah, why? It's such a worse product.
Nike Boy J says, "Matt, come." I don't know if he's saying "come live with me" or "come live with me."
I assume "come live with you" because you got all the toys. But I could be wrong.
Set up a sweet display. We'll have horror stuff added into it.
That'd be awesome.
Marcus Yu says, "One of my friends said they wanted to buy some Lego sets, and my immediate reaction was feeling sorry for her wallet / sanity."
Yeah, it's bad, man.
True. They are expensive.
The one good thing I can recommend, though, is if you order through the Lego store, like Lego.ca or Lego.com or whatever, you can get like points through their system that you can get money off. So I think through buying all this, I think I have about $75 off that I can use at some point.
That's dope.
That's cool. Yeah, so that's a little bit of a benefit, but yeah, it's a stupidly expensive hobby.
Yes, it is an expensive hobby. The thing I like about their webpage is you can buy just like parts, like just pieces. You don't actually have to buy like I wanted to buy some stuff for customs, and when I went looking, I was surprised at what they had. Like I couldn't believe what they actually had. So
yeah, they're actually really good with that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
I think a lot of it had to do with like there was like a huge aftermarket for characters and stuff like that. Like,
oh, okay.
When you went to like Fan Expo and stuff, there would be little booths set up of people just selling Lego figures from like old sets and stuff like that you can't find anymore.
Well, I even know like in terms of like custom minifigures and stuff, I know that's a pretty hot market too.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah, me too.
Because there's a lot of aftermarket stuff for Lego, like light sets and like stuff like that you can install.
I've seen the light sets. Yeah,
they're really cool.
Light sets really cool. That'd be awesome to be able to put some lights into some stuff.
Totally.
So yeah, like the Home Alone house would be dope to put some lights into.
I totally agree.
You could put it on a timer like the movie. It'd be great.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Nike Boy J said, "I recently bought my grandma a Lego Elvis set for her birthday. Pretty sure she's gonna lose her mind before she finishes it."
That's great.
That's great. That's pretty funny. I love it. Marcus E says, "Did y'all check out Tales of the Jedi?" So Ryenn doesn't cartoon. So that was a big no for him, dog. But I did, and I really, really liked it a lot. Like a lot. I liked Dooku's story more than I liked Ahsoka's, but I liked both. I did equally enjoy both. I think if I had to pick one, I enjoyed Ahsoka's story better than, Dooku's story better than Ahsoka's. So it was very fun. It's just a cool way. I want to see more of those. Like, I think that's a cool way to just like fill in little gaps of information that we don't know, like, you know, what happened in a certain point. And like, it's nice because you don't have to commit to a timeline for too long. The episodes are only 15 minutes and you can just kind of live there for that one quick little story. And
I do think that's the future of Marvel and Star Wars is
just little bursts.
Well, not even maybe like small in size, but just like side stories that can fit in between things, like specials. Yeah. Might be, maybe it's 30 minutes, maybe it's an hour, but instead of full feature-length movies, I think this is an easy way to get stuff out there. And with movie theaters rapidly dying, that sounded bad.
I just hit the leg of my desk and a bunch of figures standing in front of me fell over.
That's sad.
It's okay. It'll be okay.
I think movie theaters are going to be gone in the next 2 years.
I don't think it'll be that long. I mean, I don't think it'll be that short, or it'll take longer than that, is what I'm trying to say. But,
I mean, one of our theaters closed already here.
I think they will disappear from like some places, but I don't think the demise for forever.
I think it'll just be like the big tentpole movies. Like I think you're going to see a lot less stuff coming to theaters. I think it's just going to be like, oh no, we signed a deal with Netflix, we signed a deal with Amazon. Our movie's going there. Our small budget, $30 million movie, $15 million, whatever. We'll end up there, and then like the big tentpoles, Mission Impossible, Jurassic World, Star Wars, Marvel movies,
superhero
movies.
Stuff. Yeah.
You'll see that, but I don't know. I just nothing this year has been so compelling to drag me out to a theater outside of superhero stuff.
Yeah, that's fair. That's definitely fair. Well, I mean, the fact that it costs so much too doesn't really help either, right? It's not like it's a cheap experience. So
no, they're $20 a ticket here now.
Yeah. Plus, if you want like food and shit, forget about it, right?
I just sneak shit in now. I'm a rebel.
Yeah. Are you? Look at you.
Yeah.
I like to go to the VIP ones because then I can order food and they bring it to me and I can eat a cheeseburger while I watch a movie like a fat piece of shit.
Yeah, we don't have that here.
Oh man, it's good. When you come visit, we're gonna go do it.
Yeah, I'm definitely.
I'm gonna get you drunk. I'm gonna get you drunk at Cineplex.
I'm down. I haven't drank in months.
I'm just kidding. I don't really drink that much, but it would be funny.
I would love to just get sloshed with you.
We'll do it. We'll try. We'll attempt it. I don't know if I can get sloshed anymore.
Oh, I can't either.
Marcus E says Ryenn hit them Shakira high notes. Did you hit some high notes? I must have missed that.
When I was doing
that. Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah. I got a great voice. You want to hear me sing, trust me.
Trust me. It's good. It's really good. What else we got? Nike Boy J says, so today at work I went out to throw trash away and found 2 kittens someone had dumped in the bottom of a trash can. They're about 2 inches of water and just shaking. Oh, that's so sad.
I would have literally started crying, so not good.
That's sad.
I hope that you
cry about other stuff.
I hope you were able to save them.
Yeah, I hope so too. It's my it would have been my dad's 82nd birthday today.
Well, happy birthday to him.
He's probably playing a harmonica somewhere.
100% he is.
In the afterlife.
Sitting with Baxter.
Bark twice if you're in Milwaukee.
Eating some massive cake.
Kate was like, we should do something to celebrate your dad every year. And I was like, all right, let's feed Homer a lemon meringue pie. That's something that my dad would do. We would feed the dog a whole cake.
I remember.
Yeah. Remember? Were you there when he was like,
yep.
When we ate? Yeah. He was like, do you want a piece of cake? And your Brian's like, oh, no, I'm not really a big sweet tooth. And he's like, I got to get rid of this cake before Marcy gets home. And he gave Misha, my dog, like a whole slice of cake.
Like, that dog started getting pretty big.
You can't. Man, she's like nothing now.
Well, your mom's taking care of her, so
yeah, my mom's much more strict with that kind of shit.
So I was just gonna say your mom is a very strict dog person.
Yeah, she is. It's too funny.
Yeah, your dad was the man.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Of course. Feeding the dog cake. What a guy.
He was just a funny dude.
He was a funny dude. I agree. You never knew what he was going to do or say.
Nope. Kept you on your toes, that's for sure.
I love that video. I think I've showed you the video of him playing the harmonica and Misha dancing to it.
Yep.
That's fucking funny.
Yeah, it's very good.
It's so funny. Oh, man. I hate doing armor, like knee and shoulder and elbow armor. Holy crap, man. That thing's fucking humongous.
Yeah, armor would be annoying to do because it would take so much little like meticulous work to get it looking great, Well,
I actually do like doing that kind of armor. It's the stuff that would like impede articulation. So like stuff on knees, stuff on shoulders, which she has knees and shoulders, and she has elbows too, but elbows on female figures are easier because they're single jointed. So
okay,
it's less stuff to kind of work around.
Sure.
But
this looks good. Fucking big.
Yeah, man. Already is.
Yeah, it's getting unwieldy.
It's getting unruly.
It's out of control. Call the fire department. One of those flaming bags again.
One of those. It's poop again.
He called the shit poop. This is the greatest night of my life.
That's funny. I loved Adam Sandler back in the day. He was so funny. I have this like desire to watch. I have been meaning to, and I just haven't got around to it. To watch Jim Carrey's The Mask and what's the other one? Cable Guy.
Oh, The Mask is so much better than Cable Guy.
I know it is, but
I
do like Cable Guy a lot.
Cable Guy's fine. I never was a huge Cable Guy fan. I was always way more Ace Ventura than The Mask.
Yeah, me too.
I'd
say that the reason I liked Cable Guy was more because Jim Carrey was in it.
Sure.
Like, it's not like I think it's like the best movie ever, but I do like it. So
that scene in The Mask with Cameron Diaz dancing is the hottest Cameron Diaz ever looked.
Oh yeah. Where she's doing like the Cuban dancing or whatever.
She is stunning in that movie.
Yeah. Well, that's not that surprising. Back in the day, before she got all that work done, she was very attractive.
Totally agree.
I don't really love plastic surgery on faces. I think it makes people look really ugly.
Coming from an ugly man, I think people should just stay ugly. Like, I'm sorry, but just because you have money, you think you can be better looking. Like, stop it. Just stop.
Well, I guess you technically can. It just depends on. The thing is like it depends on like what you consider better looking, right? Like,
sure. I don't like it.
Welcome to Moosemilk Media, where we talk about how ugly people are with
plastic surgery.
Plastic surgery. This is pretty much what our standard. So if you're loving this right now, then you should definitely check us out on Sundays and Saturdays or Sundays or whenever we do it. It's fucking gold mine stuff.
I think it's just honestly, I don't think I've ever seen somebody look better with plastic surgery.
Me neither.
I don't think it's ever happened. Yeah.
Sunny Channel says, "Dang it, just saw y'all are live, but I gotta go be important early in the morning at work tomorrow." Thanks for stopping by, man. That's really nice to see you. Congrats on your recent monetization of your channel. It's very fun.
It's hard to get there.
It is. His channel's pretty funny though.
That's awesome.
Lots of toys, comedy stuff. Nike Boy said, "Yeah, me and some coworkers got them out, put them in boxes with blankets. Animal control came and got them, but they were doing good. I called and asked." That's good of you.
Fantastic. Good job, man.
Yeah. Dan Vincent says, "Oh my God, Dooku's descent to madness is incredible." Yeah, it was awesome, man. I really loved the Dooku story as a whole. Was great, and it was cool to get more, like a better idea of what his relationship with Qui-Gon was like too. So, because you don't really get the feeling like in the movies that it is what we're actually getting in the Tales of the Jedi. So it was cool to have like context and kind of see where they were at different points in the like before the actual prequel trilogy. So I liked it.
Just waiting for Watto.
Just waiting for Watto? That's the next one, right?
Yeah. Waiting for Watto. It's a love story.
The Sunny Channel says, "Thanks. I had to shell extra hard to get there."
That's tough, man. Monetization is fucking tough.
Yeah, I agree. As soon as the HasLab didn't back the fan channel thing or whatever didn't last.
Yep.
Oh, am I still? Can you hear me when I was just talking?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, as soon as it didn't pass, he posted, he's like, "Now you guys all have $399 or whatever to subscribe to my channel." Or
yeah, it's a shame. Like, you kind of need an in just to get like monetized. Like almost, it's really tough to do.
Well, you gotta have like a balance of everything, right? Between like viewers, hours watched, and like
that's the troubling part.
Yeah. I think like if I put more time into it, I might get a better turnout, but I just don't really have the time, and I just don't care enough. Like, I kind of in my head had a vision for what this channel was going to be, and now it's like more just annoying than anything else. Like, I enjoy, like, you know, even with WIP Wednesdays, like, I love doing them because now that I have like a pretty consistent group of people that come out every week.
Yep.
It's like, even though it's not a ton of people, it's like, to me, like, if it was just forever, like the 7 or 8 of us who are constantly here,
Sure.
like I would still put the time in to do it because like I look forward to everybody. And, you know, I actually have a pretty decent like replay crew too. Like, you know, I have more than a few people who kind of reach out, you know, every couple weeks and make a comment about watching the show on the replay and stuff. So it's pretty awesome. It's a good feeling just to know that there's people who kind of give a shit.
Yeah, no, I mean, I enjoy doing it regardless of whether, you know, we were mega popular or we still just have, you know, 6-7 people hanging out. Like, I always enjoy doing it. It's just the bar is so high to get monetized that it always seems like it's like a goal that I'm never going to reach.
Yes, I agree. Yeah.
So that's the bummer part, but yeah, you got to put a lot of time into it, and we both work full time already, so it's very difficult to do.
It is challenging. My biggest issue is like it stunts my creativity.
Sure.
It's like when I have to be worrying about like that, it's like
sure.
It's exhausting. It's like I got enough shit to deal with. I don't need to now also think about that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like I said before, is like I would love to put more time into both channels and just constantly be putting up stuff, but it's just I don't have the time. I don't have the time.
I know. Me neither. I feel you there.
You got to live it, and I just don't have that energy.
You got to grip it, and you got to rip it. Did you know that?
I did know that.
Just saying.
I'm almost done this bag.
Are you? That's good. I made boobs, and I made 2 knee pads. Both turned out somewhat okay. And now I'm gonna do some shit on this elbow, or not elbow. This these shoulders here should be really fun.
I like the sounds of that.
Thanks. I like the sounds of that too.
I like the cut of your jib.
I like the cut of your jib. That's fun. It's really fun.
That is fun.
That's really good. We have to get up early tomorrow to go to bring Homer to Kate's parents' house.
Yeah, I kind of wondered what you were doing with little Homer.
Homer always stays with the in-laws. That's how
I kind of figured as much.
Yeah.
They're dash hound people, aren't they?
They're dash hound people, and they have dash hounds, and Homer loves staying with them, so it works.
Yeah, for sure.
It works well. Yeah, pretty fortunate that it's like one of those things that you don't have to actually worry about at all. It's like it's in the bag every time, no matter what.
No, for sure. I mean, and the extra cost if you had to get somebody to watch them or put them in a kennel or whatever. Like.
Yep, exactly. Yeah. Exactly. So. Okay, I think that's probably good. I want to do a few more spots, but I'm just worried I'm going to overcommit and I'm going to put my fingers in my work because I have stuff on the knees already. I have stuff on the shoulders, and I have the breasts, the boobies, as they say.
As they say. Who says that?
Who says boobies?
5-year-olds.
I'm probably going to have to do another round on the boobs too, because I don't know. I'm not sure if I blended well enough. Nike boy, that's so nice of you. These live streams are my favorite for sure. I enjoy them a lot. Thanks, man. Yeah, see, I love doing these. And again, it's like it's not to say I don't appreciate all the new people who stop in too. I love anybody who's wanting to jump into this.
Of course.
But, you know, there's definitely like a handful of people who are like always here, or maybe not always here, but pretty close to always here.
Yeah, the regulars.
The regs. And you know, it's like I would do it for just them. Like I have so much, and it's like it's fun. Like it's like even like Marcus. Like I've had conversations with Marcus where like he hits a snag on custom, and then I get to like basically like walking through it or whatever. And it's like, I love that. It's fun to be able to do that. So, and then like, even I have a couple, again, like people on the replay that like, who will reach out and ask for help and stuff too. So I love that part. I love to just talk shop, for me, is what it's about.
Totally. And you've got this nice little community that, is always coming to hang out. It's just like basically now chatting with friends. So it's great.
Yep. It is great. I'm lucky to be part of it. So
for sure.
It's a fun one. It's a fun one for sure. I'm pretty excited for that Guardians holiday special though.
Oh, so it looks phenomenal.
It looks so fucking funny. The Kevin Bacon thing just makes me laugh so hard.
Totally.
I love it. I
hope it's good. I hope it's long. I hope it's not like 20 minutes.
Nah, it's gonna be like 50 minutes or 40 minutes.
I hope so.
It won't be. I don't think it'll break an hour.
Excuse me.
I mean, I'd love it if it did, but I don't think it will.
Imagine it's a full-length movie.
Oh man, that'd be amazing. But I don't see that happening. But yeah,
neither do I. But it would be awesome.
Sure would.
I'm still a little sick.
I would be on board. Yeah, let's talk about that.
I apologize for coughing. I get a tickle in my throat. And I can't.
Just so you know, I find my guests when they cough. So you're gonna get a big old fat bill by the time we're done with this.
It's like a curse job.
Or a curse jar.
Curse jar.
Yeah, curse jar. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a cough jar.
Yeah. All right.
If you cough, then you're coughing up the bucks. That's what I have to say about it.
All right.
But you did do well. You laughed at that, so that you get a little bit off. That's the other rule. As long as you laugh at my bad jokes, you also get.
It's dad jokes.
Dad jokes. That wasn't even a dad joke. It was like it was just a bad joke.
Fair enough.
Thank you.
I think this bag is done.
I think your bag is done.
There it is.
Good Lord.
First bag. It's massive.
That is ridiculous.
Yeah. It's gonna look sweet when you start getting all the black, shielding and stuff on it. But it's way bigger than I thought it was. That's what she said.
Yeah, it's the. That is what she said. Dan Vincent said, "Don't hate on Cable Guy."
It's not that I hate on it. It's just I think it's like the weakest Jim Carrey movie of that era.
Yeah, I guess that I think that's a fair assessment. As someone who even likes it, I would probably agree with that.
Yeah, it's fine.
I do like it a lot though. I like Matthew Broderick a lot in it too.
Yep.
It's really good. Marcus E says, "Grip it and rip it," with a. Dan Vincent says Matt thinks plastic should stay on plastic.
I don't know what that means.
And he says, how feel Dooku as a human? I don't know what that's supposed to be. As an actual human.
You feel Dooku as an actual human.
You feel Dooku. Oh, there you go. You feel Dooku.
Yeah,
totally. It just adds so much to his story, right? I always was intrigued by Dooku in the prequels because I liked his curvy lightsaber. So.
Curvy lightsaber.
You have a curvy lightsaber. It's got a little curvy handle.
Looks like a vibrator.
Well, they all kind of do.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. You know.
Don't I?
Oh yeah, I did see this. Neil said, did you see they're making a Nova special as well? Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, that would be cool. I wonder if they'll do Richard or if they'll do the other guy. I can't remember his name. It's Richard Rider and there's Alex Sam or something. I can't remember.
I don't remember either.
Something like that. But okay, so this is gonna have a big shoulder armor bit on it. So this is gonna go here.
All right.
Are you doing another bag?
Yeah.
Bag 2. That's only the second bag?
Yeah. That first bag took a long time because look how fucking big it is.
Yeah, that's huge. That's a pretty good sized bag.
Yeah. It was 2 bags technically for bag 1. So.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But now I have to put all the bottom pieces on and I think this is going to be really really frustrating.
So Ryan, tell me about how much you love Christmas.
That's the worst day of the year. There's nothing I hate more. I hate Christmas music. I hate Christmas decorations. I hate all the bullshit that comes with Christmas. And that's just from working in retail for 22 years.
So long. Yeah. That part I can agree with. I love Christmas, but working in retail, like in the stores in retail, is at Christmas sucks because it tests your patience. And for people who like Christmas, like myself, it makes me dislike Christmas because people have just this like mindset that they could just be total fucking jerk offs to you just because they're having a bad day, and it's like, and I'm sorry that you waited until the last fucking minute to get your turkey, but like we don't have any because it's Christmas Eve and we sold out.
Yeah, it's that. It's the expectation that you have every product at all times. It's the workload that triples during the 2 weeks leading into Christmas. It's
True that.
The stress of it all. It's dealing with people that are having really bad days or have been out shopping all day. It's bad. It's just everything about Christmas is annoying to me. And I hate that it's about how much money you spend for the entire month.
Yeah, that's fair.
The marketing aspect of it, the commercialization of it, of just you turn on the television and it's all like, buy your wife a diamond ring. This only costs $3,000. And I'm like, if you're spending $3,000 on your significant other for a holiday, I'm sorry, your priorities are fucked. My personal opinion.
I always say that it's all about if you like. I think it's different. I think if you have the money, and it's not gonna hurt you to make if you have the money to do something like that where you can do it and it's not it's not like a stupid investment of your money. Like you're gonna skip rent for a month to do it.
Sure.
That's different. Like if you're living within your means, I think it's whatever. But I do agree with you that it's so commercialized.
But my point is like the expectation of it. That's the part I don't like. If you're doing it out of the kindness of your heart and you can afford it, then I have no problem. Spend whatever you want. Spend millions of dollars on your significant other. That doesn't bother me. It's the expectation of.
It's the expectation. Yeah.
We have a holiday and you have to spend that amount of money, and it bugs me.
That is very fair.
I am not a materialistic person in any way, and I just don't like the implication of there's a day specifically set aside where you're supposed to spend as much money as you possibly can on the people around you.
Yeah, true. That is so true.
That's it.
Nike Boy J says you two are just fucking hilarious together. I'm gonna need a reality TV show with you guys. Could you imagine?
It would be Maddie versus Ryenn.
It would be us and just Nike Boy J watching it.
Yeah.
He's like, man, this show is sick.
Yeah, I mean, if ever there was a chance to do a reality show with you, I think it would last about 3 days. Because we're just we have so much in common, but like,
yeah, we do.
There's also so much that we would like annoy each other with living together, I think.
You think so?
Yeah, I think you're a very, very, very neat person.
I am.
And I am not that I'm a slob, but that like it doesn't bother me when something's in the wrong spot or I have a mess or like whatever. Like I'm just so used to living in my own quarters.
Yeah, that's totally fair.
Things are how I want them to be, and that's just the way it is, you know?
Yep, I get it, man. I totally get that.
Like when I watch like a reality show like Big Brother or something like that, I'm like, I could do Big Brother no problem if I was just alone in the house. Like I could live in a house forever and never leave, and that part doesn't bother me at all.
That's not the issue, yeah.
Yeah, it's living with other people that is the issue. Like I don't want to be around people.
I get that. I definitely get that.
But like,
no doubt about it.
We could do definitely a Kenny versus Spenny spinoff.
Kenny versus Spenny is a great show. I fucking love Kenny versus Spenny.
For people that don't know that show, you go watch that show.
You do need to go watch it. It's fucking fantastic. It's Canadian, but it's great.
Is Canadian. It's it's like one of the very few good Canadian shows.
It's true. I agree with that.
Yeah.
I bought a bunch of that ripped apparel that I buy all my funny shirts from.
Yep.
They had a big sale on they have a big sale on right now. If you buy 5 shirts, you get 2 of them for free.
Oh, that's awesome.
I know. So I bought 5 shirts.
Naturally.
Naturally.
I'll always remember going to Warp Tour with you and you leaving with like 75 shirts.
You know me, I love t-shirts. I love my t-shirts.
So do I. But I'm a normal person that goes and like, yeah, I'm gonna get 3 shirts max.
I literally came out one year with like,
I'm not kidding.
Seriously, like 15 or something, or
I would say more than that. I was gonna guess about I'm 25.
Well, no, because it had to all fit into my backpack.
And that backpack was overflowing, sir. You were
it
rolling them up.
I know.
Try to fit more.
I remember that for sure.
Yeah, it was wild.
Yeah, man, those were good times though. Warp Tour was fun.
I would love if they brought back Warp Tour some way, but like my biggest problem with Warp Tour is the short sets.
Yeah, I can handle a short set though. I mean, it'd be nice to have some bands who could play longer, but the thing is the bands that I usually would want to play longer aren't the bands that the general public would probably pick. So
yeah, well, I mean, the general public doesn't know what's good. That's the problem. But like that we were young or whatever the hell it was called. That was just
yeah.
I looked at the set times and I'm like, a lot of these bands are playing 35 minutes. It's not worth the price of admission.
I don't know. I wouldn't agree with that. I mean, the thing is like, to me, a festival set, like, it's different. Like, and I think, we've talked about this on Moosemilk pod, but like, for me, my concert experiences are so different now. They're not what they used to be. We used to go to concerts together.
Yeah.
I used to love like going early and like seeing the opening bands and trying to find a new band to like and whatever. Like, yeah, see, I'm not that person anymore. Like, I don't care about finding new music as much anymore. Like, I used to, like, my top 20 lists of the year for albums used to be consisting of like a bunch of new bands every year. Like, yeah, I might get into one new band every like 3 or 4 years now. Like, it's not what it used to be, and it's not because I don't care. It's because like I'm not. I don't know. It has to really catch me to like. There's just so much music from my past that I'm just like.
You're very set in what you like.
Yeah.
And you know what you like, and you just you stick to it, and like that genre just doesn't really get new music anymore. Like, it's the same bands.
Yeah, it's true. But I mean, I do like other stuff. Like, I like a lot of other stuff too. But
you went to a Lizzo concert.
Yeah, and I've been listening to that and Taylor Swift lately too. So
right, like you do like new stuff, but it's just not what it used to be. It's not where you're like seeking out new bands every day.
Yeah, exactly. That was me for like the longest time. It's me. Hi, I'm looking for new bands. It's me.
But I don't know. I love
Dan says, "Good Lord, Matt, 15."
Oh, it was. It might have been more. Like,
it's a lot.
I just remember him hitting every merch stand. They had it like a merch aisle, basically. Where I
made a list before I would go of all the bands that were playing there that I knew that I needed to get merch from, and I would buy it.
And I just remember walking up to the guy and be like, "Yeah, I'll take that one, that one, that one, that one."
Yeah.
And then
I went there on a mission. Everybody knew I was there with a mission.
Yeah, it was insane. But no, like I love going to see the opening bands for a lot of shows I go to, but I also am at a point where I cannot stand for 3 hours.
Yeah,
like I need seats at this point.
Yeah.
And like going to a small venue, most of them don't have seating. It's standing only, and like that's the aspect where I find difficult is like if you go early, you're now standing for the next 4 hours.
Yeah, true.
And by hour 2, my back and my legs are fucking aching.
I noticed my legs were sore my feet in particular were sore at Lizzo. Like we were in seats too, so I could sit, but
yeah, it's just that's the aspect. Like I'm not young enough to want to do that anymore, and I'm not young enough where I want to fight people to get a good spot like, in a crowd. Like there's too many young people that are like fucking elbowing people out of the way or like want to crowd surf or whatever, and I'm like,
that's not my scene.
It's not. I don't want any part of that.
Me neither.
So
not my scene, dog.
No. And I don't know, like if concert tickets ever do come back down a little bit, I would love to keep going to see stuff, but at this point it's just priced
out.
Yeah, I'm priced out of the market.
I'm more selective about what I buy tickets for these days, for sure. Like I'm trying to not do repetitive viewings of like stand-up comedians and
Sure.
like Jim Gaffigan is coming back to Vancouver in January, and like I've already seen him twice, so I'm like I'm gonna skip it this time.
Sure.
But then like the other day, Jimmy Carr tickets went on sale. You know who Jimmy Carr is?
Yep. He's European, isn't he?
He's English. Yeah, and he's got the crazy laugh.
Yeah, I've watched I think one of his stand-ups.
It's pretty funny. He's just fun. I like when he shits on the fans and stuff. It's pretty fun. So he's playing here in actually the week before Blink in June next year. So
nice.
So I bought tickets, and like it was reasonable. I think it was like I bought 2 tickets, and it was like $120 or something.
Oh,
like
that's very reasonable.
Pretty fair, right? So that was what it cost me to see Bill Burr too, like in the summer. But
yeah, we've talked about. I've never gone to a stand-up set, but I would love to see Bill Burr. I would love to see like Chappelle. There's a lot of people that I would love to see stand-up wise, but
Chappelle is you're talking price. Like
Chappelle, I'll never be able to afford to see.
No,
but
Chappelle's expensive.
Yeah, it's just at this point, like I've seen most of the bands I want to see at least once.
Yeah,
there's a few that I've missed, but I just can't spend the money. It's too much.
Too much. I know. I hear you. What are your kind of like last remaining bands on your want to see list that you haven't seen
that exist?
Even if they're like not active anymore, like if they could still come back, like if they're still alive,
Yeah. I mean, there's not many. I've seen Paramore once, but I wasn't really into Paramore at the time. So Paramore is probably the big one.
Putting my finger in my work here. Sorry.
That's a shame.
It is a shame. It's a damn shame because that was a nice looking knee pad.
I would like to see Haim again, or not again, but once.
Didn't you get into Haim from seeing them live though?
No, I got into them because they were on, I think SNL or something like that. And they played and they sounded really good, and I was like, oh fuck, I'm gonna check them out, and then I fell in love with them.
Yes, that's one of my new bands that I got into because of you.
Yeah, they're excellent.
They're really good.
Well, it's hard. I can't even think off the top of my head. Like something I would like to see Slipknot still, even though most of their new stuff I'm not into. Trying to think, but
see, for me, Green Day is one that like I never got to see. I know you're not a Green Day fan, but like Green Day is one I never got to see live. And like I always say, like if I could pick the set list, I would pay whatever I need to see them. But like
totally.
I don't care about anything that came out like after Warning. Like
yep. And I get
like,
that.
I know that like I'll probably get a couple songs, but like I don't think I'll get like what I want from it. You know what I mean? So it's like
totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of bands like that if I got to pick the set list, I would go see them again. But because I can't, I don't need like this Blink for me.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, we've had that talk.
Like, I would see Blink if I could pick the set list. Otherwise, I have no interest in seeing them. But
just because you don't want them to see them play the same singles over and over and over again.
No, they're going to do a 14 song set or 16 song set, and it's going to be
all singles,
90% singles.
I'm hopeful that they're rejuvenated on like being together again and writing an album, because I don't know if you ever saw them before they put out self-titled, but in the small amount of shows they were playing in those times, they were playing a lot of stuff off self-titled before it came out.
Right.
So I'm hopeful that we get something like that this time. I'm hopeful, but I won't hold my breath. But
my assumption is it's going to be
the usual
self-titled and earlier.
Yeah.
And their new album will be the majority of the set. Like, I cannot see them playing anything from the last 2 albums.
Me neither. Which is a bummer for me. I would love to see them play at least a couple songs off California with Tom. Be interesting.
I think it would be really interesting just to see how it sounds.
Too.
But
yeah, me too. That's my curiosity.
I honestly think they won't even play much off of Neighborhoods.
Oh, I don't think so either. Why would you?
Maybe
I don't think Neighborhoods is very well received, is it?
No. But like 9 is really well received, and I think
it is.
Oh yeah, it's. I can't remember what publication it was. Maybe I don't remember what it was, but they just put out the top ranking of Blink albums, and 9 was number 2, I think. Yep.
9's the only album for me that like I don't. It's the first time I listened to a Blink album and was like, yeah, all right, I'm kind of over this.
It's the only time I've listened to a Blink album, I think twice, and I was like, I'll never listen to this again. I have no interest in it.
I've definitely listened to it more than twice, but it's it just doesn't hit me. Like it doesn't.
I couldn't even name you a single
I haven't
song
looked at
of the album.
Yeah. Dan said they won't. Everyone should have listened to Pearl Jam back in the day. I just got an opportunity to see. There was tickets for. Was it Pearl Jam? I think it was Pearl Jam. Are they touring right now? Did they doing like a reunion tour or something like that?
I don't think it's a reunion tour, but I think they're touring. Like, I don't think they ever were not really together.
Got you. Yeah, one of my vendors offered me tickets last week when we were at. It's for Thursday, like for tomorrow when we are gone. So,
bummer.
Or Friday or something. He was like, I bought all these tickets and it got delayed or whatever, and now he's like, the new date doesn't work for any of my friends. He's like, and now we're kind of stuck with these tickets. He's like, do you want them? And I was like, yeah, I'd feel bad taking them because like I don't really like. I mean, I like some Pearl Jam songs, but it's just like.
I'm not a Pearl Jam fan, but
yeah, just not really my cup of tea, really. I guess. But.
A couple friends of mine are huge Pearl Jam fans and have said how amazing they are live. Like,
oh really?
Yeah, like very, very good live. It's just not. It's not for me.
Was it Pearl Jam and Smashing Pumpkins maybe touring?
I don't know. I know Smashing Pumpkins just toured Canada. They did like I think 3 dates with Our Lady Peace opening.
Oh, cool! With Our Lady Peace opening?
Yeah, for Smashing Pumpkins.
Interesting.
I mean, Our Lady Peace is done. Like, they haven't had. I mean, their last 3 albums have been super poorly received. Their shows now that they do in Canada are small venue shows. Like, they're not playing arenas or anything like that.
Oh, okay. They're past their prime.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's only 2 members left that are.
Ryenn and Jeremy?
Yeah,
no, Jeremy's gone.
Jeremy's gone.
Jeremy's been gone for a while, right?
Yeah, I think.
Didn't he come back or something briefly?
I don't think so.
Oh.
Jeremy's been gone since
like 2014 or something. Like
yeah,
a long
like
time,
a long time.
Yeah,
it's a bummer.
It is a bummer.
They were one of my favorite bands for a long time, but
they have a lot of good albums.
Their last few albums have not done anything for me.
Yeah, I kind of aged out. That style of music I kind of got out of. So
yeah, well, it's the same as Smashing Pumpkins. Like I loved Melancholy and what's the album before that? I can't think of it off the top of my head, but
the one with Eva Adore or whatever.
Yeah, there's like a 3 album cycle that I really love.
Yeah, from Smashing Pumpkins. Me too.
And then everything since Melancholy is just like meh.
Yeah,
not for me.
I hear you, dog. Melancholy was the one that got me.
Yeah,
everything past Melancholy was kind of like.
But even Melancholy doesn't hold up well now. There's a lot of.
Yeah, that's fair. There's
a lot of slow.
Yeah. True. Very, very true. I'm redoing this strap because I don't like it.
But yeah, no, I mean, like I said, there's bands that I would definitely go see at this point, but excuse me, the price has to be right, and all these prices are ridiculous.
These prices are not right. No. The price is wrong, bitch.
Yeah, exactly. Then you fight Bob Barker.
You do fight Bob Barker. Way to go. Way to go. Good for you. Thanks. Nike Boy J says, Van Halen for me. Wish I could see them. Did someone die in Van Halen? Yes, right?
Yeah. Eddie's dead.
Eddie Van Halen.
I mean, I love Van Halen 1 in 1984, but I'd say almost all the rest of their albums are completely tossable. Personal opinion. I'm not trying to disrespect your taste, but
Nike Boy, Ryan's disrespecting you. What do you have to say about that?
I think the first Van Halen album is like one of the best albums like of the 80s for sure. It's phenomenal.
Nice. Yeah. I never got into hair metal too much or like that style of music. I guess it's not really hair metal. Is it? Would that be considered hair metal? I guess kind of, right?
A little bit. I mean, it's got a little bit of elements of a lot of things, but
right.
It's got like pop elements, it's got metal elements, it's got rock elements. It's hard, but That first Van Halen album is amazing. Like I would recommend that album to anybody, but after that, I feel like they just kind of lost it.
That's fair. People say that about me.
Your first album was great?
Yeah, my first album was great, but then afterwards I kind of lost it. So.
Yeah.
Dan said Pearl Jam fought Ticketmaster. Nothing to do with their music necessarily. They must have resized its piece of shit organization.
Yeah, Ticketmaster's the worst.
Yeah, Ticketmaster is the worst. I was looking at the tickets when I was buying those Jimmy Carr tickets, and it said like of the $60 ticket or whatever, like $20 was going to Ticketmaster, and then on top of it, they're like, "Oh, we're gonna charge you a processing fee." It's like,
yep,
dude, doesn't the computer do that work? Like, how do you?
There's literally like 4 different fees when you buy off Ticketmaster now. It's ridiculous. It's the fantasy fee, it's the fun fee, it's the I like money fee, and then your ticket's all of a sudden like $40 more than what the actual cost was. Like,
that's why I ended up not buying Bert Kreischer tickets when he came to town, because I really wanted to see him. The tickets were like, I think tickets were $80, and then like service fees were like 60 something or something crazy, and I'm like, I'm not paying 100 and whatever for Bert. Like I'm not like.
I would love to see him too, but I won't pay.
Not for that. No,
not us, buddy. Not us.
There's a couple people who I would still spend good money to see. Like if I got the chance to see Chappelle for a reasonable price, I would. But like last time he was in Vancouver, tickets were like literally like $400 a piece. And I'm like, I can't afford that. No, that's too much. Especially because like I do love Chappelle, but like I like his older stuff way better than his newer stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you for sure. But I mean, I think I like some of his new stuff too. But I just think there's nothing in this world that's worth $400 to me, like live wise, like live music, live comedians, anything like I wouldn't spend that. But it would have to be like a very catered experience for me to be able to spend that kind of money.
It'd have to come with backstage passes where the band gives you a blowjob, right?
That would be an element of it. Yeah, sure. No, honestly, I would hate a backstage pass.
Then you can go see Bono. Yeah.
I can't stand like the fakeness of like talking to famous people and like be like, I really like that. Like everybody says that. What are you gonna say that's like worth them hearing? Nothing.
Yeah, I agree. They hear it all the time.
Yeah.
Have I ever told you about the time when Kate got me backstage passes for Blink and I was at a meet and greet and I was so uninspired by it because I'm the same way. Like I just have no attachment to celebrityism. Like I don't fucking care. Like
same. Yeah.
You know, it's like I love Blink-182, but meeting them did like absolutely nothing for me, right? But it was like she was so excited it was like early in our relationship. Yeah. And I bought Blink tickets and like I was so excited to go see them. And then she was like the night of, she's like, okay. She's like, I pulled some strings and I was able to get you meet and greet tickets. And I'm like, I was more just impressed with the fact that she could pull strings to get me meet and greet tickets.
Totally.
But yeah, I felt so bad because I was like, I didn't really care. Like, I didn't really care about that kind of shit. Like,
no, it's hard, right? Like anytime you get like a gift like that, where it's like somebody's really excited to give it to you. And then you're like, this is not something that I would actually ever like want for myself.
Yeah.
It's such an awkward thing, but like, I mean, it's a thought that like she thought of you, she pulled strings for you. Like that
was the cooler thing for me was the fact that my wife in a new city, because we were still new to Vancouver at that time, could pull strings to get me in front of my favorite band. Not that I cared, but
yeah. It's a thought that was like very.
It's the thought. Yeah, it was good. How long have we been doing this? We're going into 2 hours. Are you good for another little bit still? A little half hour,
man.
Maybe?
I'm gonna finish this bag off. So.
Okay, cool.
I like. What are you gonna say to Tom or Mark that they've never heard before? Like,
exactly.
Hey man, really love Anima. You guys are great.
You guys used to be awesome.
Yeah. Tom's kind of lost his mind. Yeah, you know, like, what are you gonna say?
Exactly. The only reason I want to do it again, I want to see them this time, is because I want to give Mark the figure.
Yeah, no, I respect.
So now I have a reason for why I want to, but yeah, that would be pretty cool if I got the opportunity to do that.
Sure. I don't know how that opportunity would come across unless you got meet and greets, but
That's what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to try to get
okay.
these. Yeah.
Cool.
I'm going to try to exploit some friendships I have to see if I can make it happen.
No, I'm yeah, hell yeah, why not?
See what's up. Okay, guys, there's my one leg done for tonight. I put the knee pad on. I put the stripes on. They need to be sanded down. They're too thick, but that's okay. I'll do a second layer on the knee pad, and then next session I'll do stuff on the upper leg. So tonight I'm going to get that done on both legs, and I'm also going to get, is that touching? No. And I got the boobs done, and I got the one shoulder piece done. I got to do a second layer tomorrow, but fucking A.
Fucking A.
Fucking A, bro.
I'm almost done.
You would be. You know?
Yeah, I do know.
I do know. Oh, Nike Boy J says, gonna take a shit on your Batwing now. I don't know where that was in reference to.
Because I was ripping on Van Halen.
Oh, okay. Oh, yes, that's right. You have good memory. Said no one ever. Marcus E said, that's how I felt with the gift. I gave my friend a disclaimer multiple times that if she didn't like it, she has my blessing to roast me for it. That's the best.
It's hard, like, especially in a new relationship or whatever, like when you don't know somebody well enough to like a first Christmas together with like a girlfriend or whatever. Yeah. It's like, I don't know. It's tough.
Yeah, it is. It's true. My wife and I are pretty good at doing Christmas stuff because we just kind of tell each other what we want, and then.
Yeah, but you've also been together for
long time,
13 years now or whatever the hell it is. Like,
a millennia.
Yeah, exactly. You know each other's tastes and likes and whatever.
You know each other's tastes.
I do. I know how you taste.
Oh man, I've been watching so much Always Sunny. Like it's kind of shifted to being the main thing I've been watching again right now.
I always get in those moods where like for like a couple weeks I'll just sit there and binge 30 episodes, you know.
Yep. Today's ones I was watching was the gang solves the North Korea problem or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh god, man, so fucking funny.
So good.
And other ones up there, like the one where they go try out for the Steelers or Philadelphia the football Eagles. Team or whatever.
Yeah.
The Eagles, yeah. And then Charlie and Frank take fucking acid or whatever.
Yeah, and then Frank gets locked in the trailer.
In the trailer.
Well, he thinks he's in the trailer.
That's so good. The McDoyles or whatever.
Yeah, the McDoyles or
McPoyles. McPoyles, yeah.
Yeah.
So fucking funny.
And then Frank seeing Artemis in the toilet.
That's great, man. That's so funny.
The show's amazing. It's so fucked.
I
don't know when the next season starts. Like, I haven't seen anything about if it's like coming or if it's even shot yet or what. So
yeah. This week on the podcast they had the guy who plays
the waiter.
Yeah,
I saw the post.
Oh my god, it was so funny.
Oh, I have to watch.
They went through all of his old episodes and stuff, and it's just like that's another character that I totally forgot about, but is like
pivotal.
So fucking good.
Yeah, man.
So
they always have those recurring characters that just have these little bit parts, but they're so funny.
So good.
Like Cricket.
Oh god, I love Cricket. Cricket's great. So
the demise of Cricket is just the best.
Yeah, the Cricket story. It's pretty good. So, Neil said, "Ooh, looking good." Yeah, it's not bad. These legs are really easy to sculpt on because when I'm doing these bands, because the banding is already on the legs, so I can use it as reference. Makes it really, really easy to get a straight cut, which is nice. But I'm glad you're liking it. Once I have a chance to snap a couple pictures, hopefully tomorrow before I leave. I leave really early, but I'll try to snap a few for you. Once it's dried, and I can take a couple pics for you and send them your way. And then I'll get back to work on our next week. So I might not be doing a live stream next week. I originally said I wasn't going to because I won't be home in time to kind of like do the thumbnail and set up the studio and shit like that. But I might just do like an impromptu, maybe on Instagram or something like that.
That sounds good.
You sound good.
I think you should.
Yeah, girl, you know it.
You gotta keep them up, man.
I know. Gotta keep them separating.
Oh, I think that's what they tell me.
That's what they tell me too.
Yeah, I mean, we've tried to stay pretty regular with the podcast and everything too. So
we've done good. It's only this year we've hit a couple snags because of my work.
Yeah, I mean, actually, I think we've only missed, because we're on what, episode 89. We've only really missed like, I don't know, maybe 10 weeks in 2 years.
That's pretty good.
Maybe even less than that. Like, my original plan was always never to miss a week, but I mean, like,
yes.
It's just not practical with
no.
two people living across the country from each other. The time difference alone.
I was gonna say the 3-hour time difference can be a big problem.
Yeah, and if I wasn't working midnights, it would be a way bigger issue.
Yeah, I agree.
But the fact that, like, you know, we both have our separate lives and travels and vacations and everything like that, like,
my work takes me away from home too, right? So that doesn't make it any better either.
No, but I mean, just in like personal vacation and like,
right,
you know, say 3 weeks a year for both of us, like,
yeah,
you know, there's 6 weeks right there where you could easily miss a year on top of, you know, previous obligations, concerts, personal life, whatever. Like,
yeah, true.
Overall, we've done pretty well.
I agree.
But
so, yeah, the podcast has been fun. It's like you said at the beginning, though. It's like that's the biggest kind of selling point for me was like it was like because you're not really a phone guy, like a talk on the phone guy.
No, I'm definitely
not. And like for me, a lot of the ways I kept in touch with a lot of my friends from back home was just through phone calls because like here in BC, the average commute is like an hour. So like
right.
I was constantly using my commute to like catch up with my friends and stuff like that. So it's hard to do that with Ryan because his schedule was fucked and because he wasn't really a phone guy.
I'm sleeping or I'm on the way to work when you're driving home or I'm having dinner. Like it's a very awkward time with a 3-hour difference and my sleep schedule.
Is. Yeah, it is. So this has been a good way to kind of just have a consistent avenue to chat with you, which has been great.
And like, even if it wasn't for the podcast, it's just like a scheduled appointment that like we basically not obligated, but we're inclined.
No, but we try to. Yeah, we try to.
And like it just gives us we know that once a week we're gonna chat, regardless of how busy our lives are, we're gonna chat for an hour or whatever. And it's awesome.
It is awesome. I agree. I love it. Makes me sad on weeks that I miss, particularly on weeks that are really relevant, like this one.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I said, it's obviously a bummer that we're not doing one this week, but like, it is what it is, man.
I agree. So,
here we go. I'm almost done this. I got like 10 pieces left.
Nice. I'm almost done. I have one more line to make, or one more of these straps to make. I just gotta line it up to make sure it actually works with the other one. Now I'll give it a good sand when it dries.
Perfect.
You're perfect.
I'm really regretting not eating today right now because I'm really hungry.
Oh, that's not good. Marcus Yee, I know how you taste. The periodic table ain't got shit to the chemistry between you two. I like that.
We're just very comfortable with our relationship, all right?
Yeah, it's always been that way. So
yeah,
Ryan was around for the band days when I really became like that. So
yeah, totally.
Yeah. Dan says, "Oh Lord, Always Sunny is the greatest." Sure is. Eagles in a war, yeah.
So good.
I love it. That show's got so many good. Like, man, I love the gang. turns black or whatever. That's a
Yeah.
fucking incredible episode.
Oh, it's superb. It's one of my favorite episodes.
It's one of the best ones for sure. For sure. So much good songs. I love like musically kind of stuff, right? Like
Yep.
I love it. It's my jam. I really want to see that Weird Al movie.
I started watching it and I turned it off.
Oh, really?
I just was not in the mood for it.
Not
Here
feeling
we
it?
are. This is the end of the bag too. I'm done. This is as much as
Holy
I've got.
crap, man, that's crazy.
Basically, the whole thing was just putting all the black paneling on the bottom here, so it's actually looking pretty cool on the bottom, just because.
Oh, that does look cool.
So it's kind of like just a bat symbol right now, but the top is obviously where all the like intricate shit's gonna happen over the next several bags. So that's where we're gonna end it right now. But
Nice.
what were we just saying?
You know, who knows?
Nobody can know.
Who knows? That's pretty standard for us as well.
Yeah, I didn't mean to
Losing our
cut
train
you
of
off,
thought. Oh, that's okay. Don't worry about it. It's not a big deal.
so there's the first 2 bags. It only took me 2 hours. Not bad. About an
Yeah, I
hour.
was saying to Ryan before we started that I need to get my Home Alone kit set up and going. So maybe on my week I'm on vacation. I still haven't played my fucking Ninja Turtles game, so I'm trying to like find time to do that. I need to just like make time, or else it's just not going to happen. Because
No, I mean, it's always a challenge to find time to do the things you actually want to do, but it's like me and reading, right? Like I love reading, but I just don't have the time to like. There's just too many other hobbies that supersede it, you know.
that get in the way.
Yeah, like I'd rather play video games. I'd rather watch a movie. I'd rather watch a show. I'd rather do all these other things. And it's like reading's 9th on that list, and I would love to read more, but it's just I never get to it.
Yeah, I'm not a big reader. It takes a lot, which is hard because it's like my wife's a writer and like she wants me to read shit all the time, but I'm just like, it's like hard. Like it's hard for me to like maintain. So it's like when I step away, I like have to reacquaint myself again, and it's like I end up reading the same thing like 5 times before it like takes.
Yeah, I'm similar in a way where if I'm reading anything really, I have to be focused on it, or I don't absorb it. So like even a movie, like if I'm on my phone or watching a show and I'm on my phone or doing other things, I'm not absorbing any of the show. I'm just
same here.
I'm very scatterbrained in that regard, so I have to be really enjoying what I'm doing to actually focus on what I'm doing. So it has to be a good, compelling book for me to actually remember what the fuck I'm reading.
For me, I usually, when I'm watching something, so like, with Andor or the Disney Plus shows or whatever, like I usually don't keep my phone on me because even if it's compelling, I still go on my phone. So I just, I remove the distraction before it becomes a problem.
I'm the same way. I'll put my phone aside somewhere.
Yeah. I put it somewhere where I can't reach it unless I have to get up and get it.
Totally.
So
we were talking about Weird Al. That's what we were talking about.
We were talking about Weird Al, yes.
Marcus E in the chat says Daniel Radcliffe as Weird Al. Him doing an American accent just throws me off. That was part of the reason that it threw me off. It's just a really fucking weird movie. Like I watched maybe first 15 or 20 minutes of it, and it was just like it's all over the place. Like it's starts kind of present day, and then it goes like back, and then it's like I don't know. It's jumping all around, and it's like I don't know. I just could not get into it at the time. I think I have to be in the right mood for it.
I'm a huge Weird Al fan.
Yeah, I remember.
So like I've been a huge Weird Al fan for as long as I've been listening to music. I've been a Weird Al fan.
Yeah,
I actually think a lot of the music I got into was because of Weird Al. Like I would like hear the parody song, and then I'd be like, let's check that out.
I remember the first time I heard Weird Al was grade 3.
Grade 3.
So I was like probably 93 or 94, and somebody put on the Jurassic Park song that he did.
Jurassic Park is frightening in the dark.
Somebody put that song on, and I was obsessed with Jurassic Park. So
that caught you.
That caught me. And then my older stepbrother had the Amish Paradise album. That's a good
one.
And
that is a good one.
Then I immediately had to buy that album because that song just got stuck in my head.
Nice. I got into him way earlier. I got into him from Smells Like Teen Spirit.
Yes.
Or Smells Like Nirvana. Sorry.
Yeah. I remember trying to download like albums of his on like LimeWire, excuse me, Kazaa or anything like that.
Oh my god. Old school.
It was hard to find anything but like the big tracks. Like you
Yeah,
could
the
never
main
find
ones.
the full album. Yeah, so I
Yeah,
remember
yeah.
downloading like 6 or 7 of those and like really liking them. But the only album I really got into is the one with Amish Paradise on it.
Yeah. I bought all of his albums, so I had
Nice.
like everything. So I was a fan.
You've seen him live too, haven't you?
I skipped. I was going to. He was really expensive, and this was even back in the day. So
yeah.
I don't know how much I would enjoy him live, only because
that's what I was gonna ask you is like how that would be. I don't even know.
I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, honestly, if he came and it wasn't too expensive, I might consider it, but sure. I don't know. He's not like, to me, the bands that like, I still need to see, like I said earlier, Green Day, but the one that really stands out to me as a massive fan of the band, I still haven't seen Alkaline Trio, and like,
I would love to see Alkaline Trio.
I would really love to see Alkaline Trio, especially because they're known for like their
live shows.
Yeah, and just they're changing up their set list, never playing like the same set over and over and over again.
Sure.
So yeah.
If you ever go, I would love to go with you.
Yeah, I'd love to see Alkaline. They're definitely like they'll be one of the ones that I'll probably end up going to Seattle to see, because I don't know if they're like, we don't really have a really good punk scene here in Vancouver. I mean, at least not to my knowledge.
Sure.
It doesn't seem that way from the times I've been to punk shows. Not to say that they're empty, but it's just not as popular as
other
stuff, I guess.
Well, I remember when we see Newfound Glory, even it wasn't like
that. Yeah, we were at a small venue, remember?
Yeah.
Rickshaw Theater, baby.
Does that still exist?
Yep.
That was a scary place to go to.
That was a scary place. That's Hastings. That's the poorest.
Yeah, East Hastings.
Poorest postal code in Canada.
Yeah, it's a scary place. If you guys haven't seen or heard of East Hastings, it's this area of Vancouver that like basically all the businesses on that like block have just basically shut down, or like they just have basically given it away to like the homeless and drug addicts and like whatever. And I remember going and Matt's like, yeah, we can't drive there because our car will be destroyed. So
well, it's more just you have to be mindful. Like I remember driving home through there a lot of times because like I used to work somewhere where I drove through Hastings.
Yeah.
And like you have to be eyes peeled because like people just wander into the streets. They're drunk. They're fucked. They're just high as fuck on drugs.
Well, I remember you telling me like don't wear sandals because you could step on.
Yeah, you could step on needles. Yeah.
And like in my mind, it was worse than it actually was. But then actually seeing it in like person, I was like, holy shit! Like
the time that you got to the time that you got to see it though, it was like particularly bad. So it was like I've been there lots of times where it wasn't anything as bad as that, but yeah.
But compared to the rest of Vancouver, right? Like
yes, totally.
Vancouver is such a beautiful, beautiful city where growing up in Windsor, like
yeah, good point.
I mean, it's not a dirty city. There's not garbage everywhere. There's not, it's beautiful. There's parks everywhere.
Yeah, it's a good place to be.
And then seeing that it's just like the contrast is what did it for me,
Yeah, totally.
But yeah, it's a druggy area, that's for sure, Dan. It's bad.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not good.
Marcus, he also says, I couldn't imagine Daniel Radcliffe as Wolverine. I don't care how short and hairy he is.
Yeah, that would not be my pick for Wolverine. Not that I have a real pick for Wolverine, even though he's an important character to me. I'm not really good with actors because I don't follow them like a lot of people do. Like,
yeah,
there's not very many actors that like I watch just because they're like on like they're because like I won't see a movie just because this actor's in it or whatever, right? Like I don't follow any actor that close.
Yeah, so, no, I'm the same way where I can't do like fan casting of characters because I'm just not.
Me neither.
I'm not good enough at that. But
yeah, me neither.
I could not pick a person to play Wolverine. Like I don't know who can do that after Hugh Jackman. Who knows?
Yeah, it's hard because like when Hugh Jackman first came around on the scene, I picked at it because I was like he's too tall and like I kind of I kind of like died on that hill, right? The reason I didn't like Hugh Jackman was because he was too tall. But then as we kind of moved through it, I'm like,
Yep.
man, it's hard to like really discount him because he really is fucking amazing in the role. Like,
Totally.
so I eventually just got over it, but.
And we've had 22 years of it now of him, well, even more with him being in Deadpool 3, where it's like, I don't know how you break out of that now and give that to somebody else, and how they're going to take. It's
going to be hard. Yeah, it's going to be a tricky one for sure. So
again, Marcus, 3 choices I've heard that interested me are Milo Gibson, Jared Keeso from Letterkenny, and Taron Egerton. Jared Keeso, I could see. I love Letterkenny. Jared Keeso kind of fits the role, but I don't know if you could pull off the acting part of it. Like, no offense to him at all. Like, I think the comedy aspect that he does on Letterkenny and everything is phenomenal. But like a big budget blockbuster, like I don't know if they would give that role to Jared Keeso.
Yeah.
Taron Egerton, I could see more. He's done these big budget action films.
He's a Game of Thrones guy, right?
No, he was in I can't think of the movie now. That big action film that what's his face director left doing X-Men First Class to go do that action movie. Fuck, I can't think of it.
I'm gonna look him up.
I can't think of his name.
I know who it is.
Kingsman.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's him. Okay, I know who you're talking about now.
Yeah, main guy in Kingsman.
Oh yeah, okay, I see. Yeah.
I could see him doing it, but the accent thing again is kind of bizarre.
Yeah, that might.
He's got kind of the same problem as Daniel Radcliffe.
Right. I'm gonna eventually watch Weird Al whenever it comes around in an easy to access version, but
sure,
whenever that is.
Yeah, I'm the same way now with movies. Is like if it's easily viewable, then I'll watch it. But if I have to hunt it down,
if I have to jump through hoops, it's a different story.
Just give it to me on some Netflix or Prime or whatever,
Give it to me, baby.
Yeah, buddy.
All right, I think we're good here.
Yeah, buddy. It was fun. It was fun chatting with you.
Yeah, man. It was fun to do something a little different. It's weird to do it on a Wednesday, but yeah, of course. This won't be the last time. Next vacation you're on, you can come back.
For sure. Or if I ever come visit you, we can always do something together live.
Fuck yeah. You can go buy Legos and do them here.
Yeah, it would be fun.
You can do the desk next to me.
Then I would have to leave them there because I don't know how I'd get them home, but...
Okay, so I'll just kind of wrap shit up here. Before I do you want to just tell everybody one more time where you can be found and sure, all that jazz?
Yeah, so on Instagram at Moosemilk Media, it's where we do our live podcast every Saturday or Sunday, usually at about 1 a.m., midnight or 1 a.m. Eastern. You can find me on podcast services at Moosemilk Media, wherever you can find the podcast, and then at YouTube, youtube.com/ at Moosemilk Media.
Fucking A. Go show some love, guys, please. We could really use the subscribes and the follows. So Instagram, YouTube, show us some love, please. And join us if you can.
I would love to get to 200 before January. So if you can, that'd be great. I'd appreciate it.
You would.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know.
But thanks for having me, buddy. It was a joy.
Yeah, man. To everybody else, if you haven't already, please hit that like button. Appreciate you all for being here. Marcus, that's very nice of you. This is a great one.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Marcus. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, everybody. Neil, thanks, Nike Boy. Quebec Diorama, all my usuals. I appreciate all of you guys very, very much. And like I said, no show next week, at least nothing official. Maybe do something on YouTube, just kind of on the fly. Sure. I'm going to have to do some painting next week on Gambit. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see where I'm at. But I might just not have it in me because I'll have just come back from vacation. So I might just want to take some time. So
enjoy your trip, buddy.
Thanks, man. I'm sure I will send you pictures of ghosts once I get there.
Please do. Please do. Don't get murdered.
Okay, I won't. All right, everybody. Thank you very much. And hope you guys all have a great week. And we will talk soon. Peace out.
See you, everybody.